Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today from CNN, Trump says Putin will make deal on Ukraine as leaders prepare for Alaska meeting. So everything is being prepared. He's also talking to European leaders, as we see over here on the right. So it is an interesting meeting that will take place in Alaska on Friday. That'll be August the 15th. As of this recording, it is Thursday, August the 14th. What we're covering, says CNN, Trump-Putin meeting. U.S. President Donald Trump said he's convinced that Russian President Vladimir Putin wants to make a deal as the two leaders enter a highly anticipated meeting in Alaska tomorrow. Trump's stated goal, the U.S. president has threatened Russia with very severe consequences if Putin doesn't agree to end the war in Ukraine. If the summit goes well, Trump suggests his goal is to move towards a trilateral meeting with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. And it's interesting because they made a trilateral agreement back in the 90s with Bill Clinton in the UK and Russia that if they moved all the nuclear weapons out of Ukraine, then the United States and or the UK will get involved if Russia should do something. And, of course, under Obama, that happened. And, of course, the story goes on. We've covered it here on the BuzWeaver channel, the trilateral agreement and the continuations of what's been going on over in Ukraine. Praise from Putin. The U.S. is making energetic and sincere efforts to stop the conflict in Ukraine, the Russian leader told his top officials Tuesday. And he's basically kicking the can down the road. That's what the Russians do. They stall, and it's just reminds me a lot of what Democrats do. They just say certain things, and then they never really follow through with it, which is why Democrats have so much trouble with Donald Trump right now. Donald Trump says he's going to do something, and then he does it, and then, of course, they try to stop him. So they keep saying Donald Trump isn't doing anything, but in reality, if he's not doing anything, then why are they always trying to stop him? But the reality is he is doing plenty. And, of course, a lot of it, of what he's doing, isn't what they want, and so they think he's doing nothing. So, expected remarks. The White House confirmed Trump and Putin will hold a joint news conference tomorrow after the meeting. This should be interesting. But Trump also said he could give solo remarks if the meeting doesn't end well. So he's already preparing for what could be potentially another White House incident there, like with Zelenskyy there in the Oval Office. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, I'm not anticipating something of that level, but we'll just see. What do you want to know? What do you guys want to know? Send us your questions. Send them to CNN. Actually, you can post them down in the comment section here on the BuzWeaver channel, and we can take a look at that and reflect on that. And, of course, I have been keeping up with it. I still keep up with Jake Bro, who, as well as with Denis Davidov there in Ukraine. These guys are very comprehensive. Now, they're not very big fans of Donald Trump or MAGA or conservatism, because I think Jake here is clearly a Democrat. But nonetheless, both of their channels give very comprehensive information on what's going on in Ukraine on a day-to-day basis, mostly day-to-day. And I do watch Denny's pilot blog because he is a professional pilot there in Ukraine. But let's take a listen to what we have from Barat Sanatan Vani here from Fox News.
Now, President Zelenskyy has to get all of his everything he needs because he's going to have to get ready to sign something, and I think he is working hard to get that done.
Will Zelenskyy have to give up territory, Mr. President?
Well, you're looking at territory that's been fought over for 3.5 years with, a lot of Russians have died, a lot of Ukrainians have died. So we're looking at that, but we're actually looking to get some back and some swapping. It's complicated. It's actually nothing easy. It's very complicated, but we're going to get some back. We're going to get some switched. There'll be some swapping of territories to the betterment of both. And but we'll be talking about that either later or tomorrow or whatever.
And see, of course, it's only natural. The simple solution is Ukraine, has all of its territory returned, and then Russia stops attacking them. But that's so unrealistic and impractical because Russia wants that territory. So I can't imagine what will be surrendered or given up, or that Ukraine would want to surrender those territories. Now, of course, we didn't see this level of debate and discussion when Russia went into Crimea, which is the argument we just made earlier about the trilateral agreement that they're going to be arranging, because in the 90s we had a trilateral agreement between the United States, UK, and Russia, because all of the nuclear weapons were in Ukraine. And if Ukraine were to give up those weapons, then, of course, then they would get U.S. and U.K. protection. But that never happened under Obama. It never did. And so now suddenly this is still a problem. But what we saw was the Democrats trying to drip feed Ukraine because, of course, they have a particular penchant towards Putin. And they figured, well, they'd do a war of attrition, that they just keep Ukraine floating above the water, hoping that the Russians will turn on Putin. And we're going on 2 years now. Now, when that happened in Afghanistan, it took 10 years. Can Ukraine really sustain a 10-year attrition war with Russia? It's so absurd. It's so sad to see it. I don't blame Ukraine for not wanting to give up territory. I think what the Russians did was ridiculous. It was obviously a calculated attack because they knew what was going to be happening. And they took the opportunity under the leadership of Joe Biden, at least from the standpoint of the United States and perhaps even Europe because of the positions that they're in. And so there's really it is very complex, as Donald Trump said, because Ukraine doesn't want to give up any of their territory, and I don't blame them for it. And Russia is certainly not going to surrender it. And I mean, the terms for what Russia wants will be so probably out of reach that an agreement may not even be possible. So it will be interesting to see how that works out. We have some additional footage here that I wanted to share as well.
Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will those consequences
There will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences, yes.
Right. He's not going to reveal his hand. He's not going to tell the media anything. You think the media, the media is ridiculous. I understand their questions, them wanting to know the details point by point, bullet point by bullet point, so they can break it all down, because that's what the media does. They take what Donald Trump says and then it's misconstrue it, misinterpret it, reinterpret it, and reconstrue it into something that they want it to be. So obviously he's not going to say it either because, you know, obviously our enemies watch our media, so they're going to see what everything's going on. But nonetheless, guys, I do welcome your thoughts and comments down in the comments section. What do you think will come of this? Will anything come of this? Have you already just moved away from the whole Ukraine-Russia incident entirely because of the generated fatigue? But let me know down in the comments section there. But I want to thank all you guys across New Tech, that's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, for your guys' continued support here on the channel, as well as everyone here on YouTube. Thank you so very much here in 2025. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to include X, as well as my affiliate marketing there for both Amazon and VPN Trust Zone, so you guys can take advantage of that. But, of course, helping out the channel is as simple as hitting like and commenting and sharing the content. It is very much appreciated. Appearing there on the screen, that's going to be the channel icon for those of you watching on YouTube. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys tomorrow in the Friday vlog.